What's up, everyone? This is Block here. This is part one of the Edamame writing breakdown, where I show you the voice notes of what I was coming up with in the studio while writing Edamame. So without further ado, let's jump in my phone. What's up, everybody? So we are in my phone right now. These are my voice notes, and this is the Edamame section of my voice notes. In total, I made 88 voice memos while writing Edamame, so it was a pretty robust writing process, I would say, but I wanted to share some of the kind of behind the scenes feels, flows, and melodies that I was coming up with at the time. So let's start with some of the early writing here. That nigga gonna stand in my army. Pull a nigga wanna pan with the Raji. Yeah, that nigga wanna stand with the Raji. But I nigga with the man with the Raji. So you probably can't understand what I'm saying, and that's because I'm not actually saying anything. A lot of times when I write, I use gibberish just to get a feel for the melody and the flow, and then fill in the lyrics later. Here's another early iteration. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? Bad bitch, savage. Put her on a So I like this, you know, if the song had gone in a different direction, it's kind of interesting to see what it could have looked like, what it could have sounded like. But I like the 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate? In fact, like if I had more time, that probably would have made it in there. But that is a really cool, or I thought that was kind of an interesting thing to point out. And you're hearing kind of what the early melodies were sounding like for this song. Here is another one. I know you wanna dance. I know you wanna. Yeah. So this one is interesting too. One thing that happened in the final version was that I wanted there to be more lyrical density. With these early recordings, you're hearing that it's very melody driven, and these aren't the lyrics I would have used, but it's so melody driven that I felt like in the final version I want there to be more lyrics so that there was a greater sense of pacing happening throughout the song to keep your interest. But these are the melodic underpinnings of the song. Here is another early version. I don't know what to say. So that was kind of a cool idea, the staccato stay. Here's another take. Billie Jean. I like that. Billie Jean. Yeah, so this was before the lyrical density, but the flavor of the melodies I was coming up with at the time. You can even hear me say, like, I like that in the middle of that. And a lot of times when I'm writing, I will vocalize kind of like what I'm experiencing in the moment in real time. And I get excited too when I'm writing as well. And then this is the last one. This one definitely would have made it in had I had more time. But this one was the last one I did before I really started coming up with different types of flows and experimenting even more. But I wanted to share this one. Then I pull up in the Rari. Then I pull up in the Rari. Yeah, all right. So this is part one of the Edamame behind the scenes writing breakdown. Hopefully you got a sense of what the song sounded like in its infancy and what it could have sounded like had it gone in a different direction. So I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for part 2, where I talk about the chorus, the hook, and how I came up with that. And as you can see, there's some voice notes about how I came up with the chorus as well. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed. Take care.